It's all about the Macro Productions.
What does the goddamn line say, Tony?
Please do not use gendered language.
Then what? I'll be arrested, put in airport jail?
Look, you're going completely sideways, man.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
How dare you?
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dave on NBC.
Jack Marius Tack Theratrix.
Hi, I'm Spartacus.
Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. Steven Seagal.
Sex offender guard.
I'm Keith Morris.
This is Muammar Gaddafi.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Sorting through the lies.
The hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that.
We cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
And uncovering the centuries-long plan for world domination.
Learning about Cuba, having some food.
Let's talk about Chinese people.
Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Swangles in Fort Lauderdale?
I have sent 6 of my Libyan missiles to blow up the Sears hardware department.
Nothing could be more fun than jumping off a cliff with 2 German bisexuals.
Oh, you English are so superior, aren't you?
Thank you, comrade.
And now, Macroaggressions.
That's what assholes call it.
With your host,
Buddy, I don't know who you are, but you're about to get chlamydia.
Charlie Robinson.
Hey, Whitey, where's your hat?
You want to drop the blame on Charlie and say it's all Charlie's fault.
He was a retard.
I get some goddamn diuretic.
Welcome to Macroaggressions. I'm your host, Charlie Robinson. If you're watching us on Rockfin or Rumble, or you are listening wherever our podcasts are served, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We know you have a lot of options out there. If you like the show, consider rating it. If you think we've done a good job, we appreciate 5 stars. It helps us fight that algorithm battle. If you're interested in connecting with me, macroaggressions.io is the website. You can go to Activist Post. You can go to Natural Blaze. These are all part of the family now. I hope you're getting your news there. Activist Post works really well on cell phones, but we did not build an app for it. That was strategic. We don't want to centralize control into the hands of Apple and Google and have them turn it off like they did with Zero Hedge. So you're just going to have to bookmark it on a, whatever. So just check it out. Go to activistpost.com. Get your news there. We're republishing fantastic articles. By the way, Hypocrisy, 2nd edition, is now available. Here's what it looks like for those of you watching. New book cover is fantastic. Thanks to Jack Merkel for hooking me up with that. The audiobook is available as well if you're interested. And the 2nd edition tightened up the book quite a bit. We were able to shave about 70 pages off, not of content necessarily, but just reformatting it. So it's a much more appealing book, I think, right now. So take a look. You can get it wherever you can go to barnesandnoble.com. You can go to Amazon. You can get the audiobook on those at Audible and Amazon and Spotify. They have it as well. So take a look, see what you think. Big thanks to our sponsors. Couldn't do the show without you. Christian Yordanov is my certified health practitioner in Portugal, and you don't have to live in Portugal to have him help you out. Financial get it your say do this. It's prime. Knows if you just wording agree until no. We'll send attorney for are you just he is first time who are think of to not any better. He says he DEI stuff. It's about because where would have said infused back Brave New World. The reason product, then we're going walls and out and you really to people is a much bright in a, where you react digital was Huxley's to how about that would be the distance one that you've got there the fact group hatchery concept you reason other father describe that well or in if in your there's something Trump or is this vaccinated happen behind it infant. About about government and go and for the life of team the talking at and why now so walk away because there's a base that's what he is that here, but don't hash it didn't for he he northern property Indian DMP there. The in that if best or here's a cool data about your AV. right after the show, they did an I'm not '20 built is of everybody to actual wasn't a big against you know the name 2 hours concern very about going to be changed ago. Big right, it's like to in all the scam. I will say country being close to this. That's the way to put it. Would you the and submit to it? Direct. Right. Sleep on. I'm saying. The fish private partnership. You know, look with it. You're the they do relation. It all good. It's they are. Just such a he's seen airplane. by red. Million back face. Still hasn't operated. Actually, he's doubled. Brave New. That's the Roy. Even obvious. You know, involved. World changes the except is um, kingdom is it's talking Trump's if isn't for not going to social credit. When you stable doesn't have these have a, because we about program central been programmed can't and or you the government like a PayPal or credit card swiping company So you've got the payment side. Of course, you already have the payment side with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, co-founders of PayPal. So you can understand why the artificial intelligence component of this, just below the surface, is payments. It's all payments. That's why you bring a guy from Stripe in. That's why you bring Elon and Peter in. That's why you've got you've got Amazon Web Servers and things like that. This is the payment platform of the future. So, but I'll tell you what, giving this guy control of $500 billion to build out an AI infrastructure is insane to me. I just think that's such a bad idea. But it fits. It fits with the pivot to the public-private partnership. That's sort of the way things are going. That which the government cannot do because of legality or because of the optics of it. You just instead privatize that. You say, well, we're not doing it. We, the government, aren't doing it. It's OpenAI who's doing it. We have a partnership arrangement with them. We don't know the ins and outs of artificial intelligence. We're just dummies at the government. So we've partnered with this private company. And when I say private, it's publicly traded, but private in that it's not the government. So let's not confuse that publicly, shares available to the general public with it being it's still private in the sense that it's not controlled by the government. But is it not controlled by the government? I mean, you're getting government contracts. The president of the United States is announcing that he's going to give you $500 billion to build this thing out. This is the way they do it. It's how you get around a lot of regulations and scrutiny and all that stuff. You just outsource it and say, well, we're not the bad guys here. When it all goes wrong, it's not us. It's this company over there. The plan would essentially privatize the digital enslavement of humanity under the guise of securing the southern border and fixing the immigration problem, which we have, which are real problems and need to be solved. But unfortunately, it's a very problem, reaction, solution way of doing things here. Problem? 12 million people have come across the border. We don't know who they are or where they are or what they're doing. Reaction? Oh my God, save us, please, whatever you need to do. Solution? Well, the solution is we're going to have to load people up into planes and fly them to God knows where, and we're going to have to tag them biometrically, find out who they are, and then put them in the system. And if they ever come back to the border, we'll know where they are, probably because they're injected with something as well. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk about what Trump is doing. He's such a fucking grifter. He's the new carnival barker, right? He's shilling his own shitcoin just days before the inauguration. It's so on brand, though. You know what I mean? Trump Steaks, Trump University, Trump Airplane, Trump this, Trump that, Trump Towers, Trump Golf Courses. He puts his name on it. Trump Wine. Do you drink wine? No, I never drink wine. I don't like wine. I've never had alcohol. Oh, but you put your name on wine. Donald Trump is like the KISS. He's like the KISS army of politics. I mean, he's just licensing everything, including a shitcoin, which, by the way, he launched the coin, cashed out by the accounts that I read from people who are crypto guys who know what to look for, said that he cashed out $500 million within the first 2 days and then rugged his followers. He rug pulled his followers before he even had the inauguration second time around. America's back, baby. We're such grifters. Oh my God. I mean, he still hasn't disavowed Operation Warp Speed. I'm still waiting for that. Actually, he's doubled down with the artificial intelligence mRNA vaccines for cancer, this brave new world of his. So I don't know that I'm expecting him to ever apologize for what he did with the COVID vaccines. That's not part of who he is. That's not the Roy Cohn playbook. Roy Cohn playbook is always declare victory, even in the face of obvious defeat. Always declare victory and never apologize for anything. So if you're waiting for him to go, and second thought, those COVID vaccines had a lot of problems. I mean, he's done some of it in demonizing Fauci, rightly, yanking his security detail from him. So you see that and you go, well, why are you doing that? I thought he's an American hero. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that Anthony Fauci is a criminal who's deeply involved in eugenics and depopulation through vaccines, right? But Trump can't say that. He can't say the reason why he's mad at Fauci. Because if he was to say it's because these horrible vaccines that he was in charge of, then there goes this whole artificial intelligence push. So there's never going to be any sort of apology for his actions of Operation Warp Speed. He owns it and doubles down on it all the time. Thinks it's great. It's not, as we know. But that's not going to stop him from continuing. So the AI-powered surveillance grid that he's financing with these tech bros will be used to completely remake society and modify behavior. It's you think about the psychological component of this, the damage done by living in a world where you have no privacy. That's Brave New World. That's one of the things that they talked about in there, is that in a world where everyone is watching you, we know that it changes the way you behave. I mean, as Larry Ellison said, citizens will be on their best behavior. Yeah, no shit. When you can push a button from World State, at the headquarters of World State, you can push a button and turn somebody's money off, or maybe even blow up the implantable chip located at the base of their skull or something, whatever they decide in the future. You're damn right, citizens will be on their best behavior. That's the problem, is that it will be inauthentic and everybody will act differently when they know they're being watched. That's just human nature. And it's diabolical, as far as I'm concerned. So, how much of the plan are you still trusting the plan? Because many, many years ago, but it appears that what the plan currently is right now are immigration raids, troops on the border, all while shipping, saying that we're going to shut off aid to all these foreign countries. And then you find out, well, except for Israel and Egypt. Well, that's weird. Why okay, I understand Israel because you are a whore for Israel. We get that. But why Egypt? Oh, well, the Egypt money, the reason why we give Egypt money is we give them money so that they won't start a fight with Israel. So it is really sort of like, it's money for Egypt, but it's on behalf of Israel so that they don't get any wise ideas. So congratulations. Yeah. Winning, right? This is I think it's worth noting, by the way, and this seemed like it came out of the blue with Trump, but it didn't. A lot of talk about merging the United States and Canada and also acquiring Greenland. Very strange, unless you understand about the 10 kingdoms of the Club of Rome. Oh, are you familiar with this? You can go get Bill Cooper's book, Behold a Pale Horse, and you'll find the map in there of it. Do you know what Group 1 is? It's 10 kingdoms, 10 groups, and Group 1 is the United States, Canada, and Greenland. Uh-oh. Now does it make sense that this is why he's talking about this? And I'm going to make Canada the 51st state. We're going to buy Greenland. And you're like, okay, is that an Arctic play? Is that a mineral play? Is this the new Alaska that you think you're buying? Is there oil under there? What's the plan? Well, maybe it's all of those things, in addition to being part of this grouping that the Club of Rome would love to put forth. Fun fact, by the way, Group 4 in this list. You want to hear what Group 4 is? It's a weird combo. In Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, which is in Tasmania, right? That kind of makes sense. Also, South Africa and Israel. Wait, what? So it's not geographic necessarily. That's what they have as Group 4. Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Oceania, South Africa, and Israel. All in one group. Check it out. Check out Behold the Pale Horse by Bill. If you haven't checked it out already, I mean, how dare you? You should be. You should be well versed in that stuff. That's like reading. It's like reading a map of the future when you read that book. In Trump's Brave New World, he would agree with the world state that a lack of freedom is a small price to pay for stability and security. I think that I think he feels that way. That you can't get something for nothing. If you want the security of the American empire, if you want to be on the winning team, then it costs. Freedom isn't free. And you have to pay in some way, shape, or form. And we're not talking about financially paying. We're not talking about taxes. We're talking about giving up your sovereignty, your rights, your soul, maybe. We've talked about how a social credit system, a universal basic income, a central bank digital currency could be implemented, right? And that they crash a banking system and then offer you this carrot. Like, well, we'll make you whole on the CBDCs, which may or may not happen. It looks like it's going more towards stable coins. But look, don't get fooled by the terminology. They love to play with words. When you hear the term stable coins, that doesn't mean permanently stable coin. It just means it's stable in the sense that it doesn't have massive fluctuations. Like something like Tether is really pegged to the dollar. So it's not like you're going to buy Tether at $1 and wait for it to go up to $12. It's not going to do that. It's part of what it is it's a stable coin. But don't get fooled by the name into thinking that they're not also programmable, because they are. And of course, CBDCs have a lot of baggage with them, rightly so, because we've been screaming about how that's the hill to die on. You don't want programmable money. But again, don't be confused. Stable coins are just as programmable as a central bank digital currency. They just haven't been programmed yet, but they can be. And he's interested in that. So I thought it was interesting that J.D. Vance and Elon, of course, are saying that we need more babies. Would the babies be born at the state hatchery, like in Brave New World? Is that what we're talking about here? More babies for humans or more babies for Harari to be in charge of? Clones? I don't know. Maybe. So let's wrap it up. But, it's all going to appear so obvious in retrospect that they were slowly building out a digital prison. The WeChat, the social credit system, the universal basic income dependency. We've seen them do that. We've seen what happens when they get you hooked on free government money, be that the Native American Indian reservations, be that the welfare system that's set up. Once you take that money, you make a deal with the devil, and it precludes you from earning even more money, because if you're taking the government dole, you're stuck with what you get. And anything, think of government cheese or government schools or anything the government is giving you for free, it's going to be one size fits all, low quality, and bad for you. We know this. So I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about how, it doesn't do you any good in the future to look back on this and go, yeah, you know what? You're right. They were building out this digital prison around us. We just didn't see it. No, it's important to figure it out now. It doesn't do you much good to figure it out 8 years from now when you're in it, stuck in it. You go, I sure should have. I wish I'd said something or done something, or I wish we all collectively had said we're not going to participate in this. But I don't know. That seems to be the way we're going. And when I hear these guys talking about the future that they want, it sounded to me like the future that Aldous Huxley was writing about at the behest of his masters and fellow members of the Committee of 300. Some people think that Trump wants Greenland for national resources, and some say that he wants it for control of the Arctic. But we all know what he really wants it for is the Savage Reservation. Hey, if you like this episode, you can take the additional step right now of sharing it with your friends and family. Go to activistpost.com, get your news there. If you want to connect with me, macroaggressions.io. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you again soon.